Well, hello, Algebra 1 students. This is Mrs. Bigelow, and I'm teaching today on 10.3, and we're talking about special products of polynomials. And I just want to open with a word of prayer. So, dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you that we are able to continue to learn despite the coronavirus. I pray for all my students. I know they're probably tired of being inside, tired of not being with their friends, whatever that looks like. I pray that you would just help them in this brief period, in this brief teaching, that they would be focused on what I'm teaching, that they would learn, that my words would be clear, my instruction done well. I just pray for safety for all of us and health, and we pray that this pandemic would be over really, really soon, so we could get back to school. Love you, Lord. Amen. All right, so again, we're on page 590, and we're talking about special products. Now, let's kind of do some review. Polynomial can look. There's all kinds of polynomials. We have polynomials that are just, say, just 2x. That is a polynomial. That is a first degree because the highest exponent is a 1. So this is a first degree or linear polynomial. And very specifically, it's a monomial because it's one term. And we have x minus 6 is a binomial because it's 2 terms. And it is also a linear, one first degree, linear binomial. And then we've been kind of talking about quadratics. So a quadratic has a square in it. That means its highest exponent is a 2. And this would be a second degree, which is a quadratic trinomial because it has 1, 2, 3 terms. Okay? That's these are all different examples of polynomials, and then of course there's the number, say just a 4, and that is a 0 degree or constant monomial because it's 1 term. So just some review. I know these terms you're just now learning some of them and putting it all together, so I'll try to do a little bit of review every time I teach. Yesterday we multiplied polynomials together. And let me kind of do a review on that. Say you have a x times a 2x squared minus 3x plus 6. So again, you would distribute the x. That means I'm going to multiply each of the terms in this trinomial. I'm going to multiply each of them times x. So it's going to be x times 2x squared minus x times 3x plus x times 6. This is going to be 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x. And that is your final answer. Okay. And then we multiplied binomials together, and we used 3 different ways of doing that. We used FOIL, which stands for first, outside, inside, and last. go back at the last video and look that up if you don't understand that, or if you need me to go over that with you again. We're gonna do a Zoom classroom at some point next. I don't know, maybe probably not tomorrow, but definitely like Monday probably. And a Zoom classroom is like it's a virtual classroom. All you guys will call into this one. You'll sign into this one phone number, and then we'll be able to see everybody who signs in. You'll be able to see my face, and you'll be able to see the faces of everybody signing in, and you'll be able to ask questions, and I'll be able to answer them. And you can ask them, I'll probably have you ask them by writing in the question instead of you guys all talking at once, and then I'll answer the questions. So it'll be kind of fun. I did it with my stats kids yesterday. And then there's distributive property. And then there was the box. So I'm curious if you guys would, after you watch this video, if you would comment on the video which way you preferred, so I kind of get an idea which one to do. In my Algebra 2 classes, they tend to go about 50-50, 50% on foil and 50% on box. One little side note on foil. Foil can only be used with two binomials. Only be used when multiplying. Oops. Can't remember how that goes away. Huh. Okay. Multiplying two binomials. Okay, so today we're going to go into special products, and there's two of them. There's dots and that is the difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. An example of that would be this. At 2x minus 6 times 2x, I'm going to take that away. I need to figure out how to do the eraser here. Where is the eraser? Okay, we're going to do that for now. Let me do x plus 6 times x minus 6. And the difference of two squares says, by the way, you want to write this down in your notes. These two things. In today's date, you're going to write 3 1920 is the date in your notes. Okay. So this is equal to x squared minus 6 squared, which is x squared minus 36. Okay, so basically it's the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. So difference means subtraction. And this is of two perfect squares. Okay, so let's do a couple more of those. Say I have x minus 2 times x plus 2. That's the same as x squared minus 2 squared, which is the same as x squared minus 4. I'm going to show you why this works. Let's use box from yesterday. Let's put x minus 2 and x plus 2 in a box. By the way, I want to say hi to Noah G, to Keely, and to Logan. How are you guys doing? Logan, are you leaning back in your chair? Alright, you guys understand these numbers? Okay, so x times x is x squared, negative 2 times x, positive 2 times x, negative 4. Now we add them all together. X squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. What happens to these two? Yep, they cancel each other out. So you're left with x squared minus 4. It's called the difference of two squares. So let's do one more. See, I give you 3x minus 5 times 3x plus 5. That is equal to the first term squared minus the second term squared. That's 9x squared minus 25. You guys, these are shortcuts. These two concepts that I'm teaching you today, dots and PTS, are shortcuts. If you don't remember them, it's actually not a big deal, because all you have to do is put it in your box or foil or whatever method you like, and you'll get the same answer. So say you didn't understand dots. You go, okay, I know Mrs. Bigelow taught me foil yesterday. So I liked foil. I'm going to foil. So I'm going to go first. 3x times 3x. Outside plus 15x. Inside minus 15x. Last minus 25. These two cancel each other out. And I'm left with a 9x squared minus 25. Right. That, my friends, is dots. Difference of two squares. The only thing you need to write in your notebook is this. This right here. Difference of two squares. And an example. Which, if you're taking notes, you should have at least one. Okay, the next concept is perfect trinomial squares, and you need to write this down. And it stands, PTS, is not post-traumatic stress. That's not what we're going for here. I know we all feel a little stressful right now, but perfect trinomial squares. And it looks like this. X plus 3 times x plus 3. Which is, by the way, the same as x plus 3 all squared. Okay? This one says that you multiply the first two numbers and you multiply the last two numbers, and then you multiply these two together and multiply that times 2. It's a little harder to understand, but 3 times 2 times x is plus 6x. So I know you probably have a lot of questions right there. So let's do another one. Say you did x minus 7 times x minus 7. You square the first one. You square the second one. And the middle term is negative 7 times x times 2. Okay, that's called perfect trinomial squares. So, I want you to think about something, and I'll go more into this, but what is the difference between perfect trinomial squares and difference of two squares? So obviously, you guys, I'm not going for the fact that the numbers are different. I want you to really make observation about what is different from here to here. So do you guys see that these guys are the exact same binomial? So in PTS, you are just squaring a binomial. But in dots, what is different in these? You have the same first term, and you have the second term, but what is different? Yep, one's a minus, one's a plus. Okay? So this is x squared plus 6x plus 9. And this is x squared minus 36. Okay, again, if you are thoroughly and completely confused right now, it's normal. But you can always fall back on either your FOIL, your distributive property, or your box like we did yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to give you a dots to end this video. Example. 3x plus 6, 3x minus 6. Dots has a plus and a minus, and the same first term and the same second term, alright? And the answer to that is 3x squared minus 6 squared, which is 9x squared minus 36. Dots. PTS. And we use the same numbers as above. We have 3x minus 6 times 3x minus 6. You square the first term. You square the last term. And then you take the 2 in the middle, multiply them together times 2. So we're going to have 3x squared minus 6 times 2 times 3x and then this is plus a minus 6 squared. So it's 9x squared. 6 times 2 is 12 minus 36x plus 36. Okay. So, just for those of you guys who like the box better, again, you're gonna post after this. You're gonna tell me which way you like better. Everybody remember that? Okay, so we have 9x squared minus 18x minus 18x plus 36. That's 9x squared minus 18x minus 18x plus 36. Combine your two x terms. Got 9x squared minus 36x plus 36. And that is the final answer. Okay? Alright, so I think this is what we're going to do with our first Zoom conference. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's try to get all your homework and your quiz all turned in by Monday. And then on Monday afternoon, actually, no, sorry. How about if we do a Zoom conference tomorrow? I don't know, I'll let you know through Google Classroom what time I'll do a Zoom conference. You guys can put it on your calendar. Everybody can call in. But if you will, after this video, write down any questions that you think you're going to have, or that you have. I'll address those questions in the Zoom conference, okay? So look forward to that tomorrow. And then all your work needs to be turned in by Monday. Some of you haven't turned in any. I know one of you just did the quiz but didn't do any homework. And there actually was one person that has done everything. And that must be a nice feeling for that person. But I definitely not expected because I hadn't done their videos. But now you've got the 2 videos that you need to finish this week. And that is with exception to the 4 people, and the 5 people, Noah, Rose, Mason, and the Beasley triplets that were out Monday. And to you 5, I'm going to be posting a video on what I taught on Monday here in a few minutes. But after that is done, you will have all the videos you need and the homework assignments and the quiz to be able to finish this week and turn all your homework in on Monday. So today's homework is homework 90. Getting pretty close to number 100. Not sure how we're still on homeschooled, how we're gonna do the 100th day celebration. Okay, and no more texting, group texting. If you want to text each other, but I guess we blew up a couple people's phones last night, so you can contact me by texting individually, or you can contact me through my classroom. And so that's it for 10.3, 10.1 coming soon for those 5 that were out on Monday. God bless you guys. Bye.